Next we have Clem from EverCare. Please give him a round of applause.
Yes, so I'm Clem. I founded EverMedicalTech, and we have Web 2.5 companies. We were founded at UC Berkeley blockchain back in 2019, and then afterwards we worked with NASA BS in Virginia, and now we are rolling the protocol out in different places. So we're not like Web 3 per se, but we are Web 2.5, and the base of our technology is not blockchain, but a peer-to-peer based mechanism where patients can own their own healthcare data. I think I'm short on time, so I'll rush through it quite fast. And the premise is that like today, healthcare data is not exchanged. It leads to information asymmetry. And the easiest way, if you want to save healthcare in 10 years' time, in 2034, is to find the easiest way to innovate. And the easiest way to innovate is through data-driven innovation. Because capital and labor, we are stuck in a diminishing return. For example, Japan, we work with Japan different universities, different hospitals, and if you increase the capital investment on hospital, it takes 5 to 10 years for you to build a new hospital. If you train up nurses, it takes 4 or 5 years, so you face diminishing return. So the easiest way and the fastest way is to link the healthcare data up into some certain location where you can exchange it, and then you build data-driven innovation on top of it. But if I ask anyone today, right, like if Google or Facebook or any of the other centralized company build a platform for exchange, and then ask you, okay, give me your data, upload your data to my protocol, or I go to a government and then I say, okay, like Thailand government, give me your data, you can trust us, you can trust in our free DevOps team, CrowdStrike and things like that, right? So it's almost impossible to give trust to a certain people, especially the very sensitive healthcare data. So it's a really big market, healthcare, as you guys already know, so I just skip all of it. We are not really blockchain based, but blockchain can be a mechanism for you to lock in, so there's no centralized points of failure. We are a team of quite experienced people in this space. We have people from Cambridge lab, China Mobile, ex-CTO, right now is the CTO of Gentaco, people who work in NASA, BSA, and different places. And we have 2 main products that we are doing today. We already turned profits. We have presence in different countries. So like on the level of decentralization, I was there in 2016, and I think we should be building something that really can change the world and not like something that's fast. So I really want to build a company that can be a long-term thing that I think some of the people in the panel were mentioning. And so the different things that like when we install our EMR system, a hospital system, at 2 hospitals, it starts meshing with each other through a protocol we wrote up at UC Berkeley blockchain called P2P. It's been peer-reviewed by some of the best hackers in the world, like people who hacked TBOS, IOS before. And then we give the symmetric key encryption back to the patients. They use it directly. So and there's cost reduction, right? No need for a centralized cloud service. No politics. Nobody owns it. We don't have to talk which ministry owns the data or which hospital owns the data. No one owns it except for the patients. And there's no costly security process. So one of the biggest cybersecurity companies, Fortinet, right? My good friend is a champion there. But if you just do like mesh network, which the technology is already there, then we don't actually need to invest in these really expensive, centralized SIEM and so on. And yeah, this is our products. We sell with around 400 hospitals now in different countries, and I just skipped towards the end. This is something that I think could be very interesting for those people who work in design. So we already have around 10 million patients in our mesh network, and we're growing to 35 million patients. This is only in Thailand, but we have presence in different countries. This is how the encryption works for those engineers who want to talk. I developed the protocol myself, so we can talk after as well. Yeah, and we already work with some of the bigger pharma companies. For example, you can do a lot of the research in a very deep detail. You can do clinical trial, you can do patient recruitment, you can do different things. You can do real-world data, real-world evidence. Yeah, so this is some of the things happening. So we also work with USAID as well, in Colombia, in different locations. And I think for the governments, it's quite a good transition because you go and you say the government doesn't have to pay anything, we come and pay with the USAID funds, and everything is decentralized. So there's no politics involved, and the government can just use our protocol. We work with AstraZeneca, Roche, and other companies. So I think how we can contribute to the side. I think we already created a protocol where all the stakeholders in the healthcare network can upload one of the most important assets in the healthcare space, which is data, into a centralized mesh decentralized protocol. So all your healthcare data from every single hospital is in a single location. And so we can, and the next step is that, like, for example, for our 10 million Thai patients and 200,000 Colombian patients, we can basically incentivize them to upload all healthcare data to our protocol. And so we want to explore working with the different DSI protocol who want to basically take the risk of investor money and then just airdrop it to these patients, which is going to be really thankful for them and they're going to like it a lot. So that's what we're exploring. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask me anytime. I'm the LP of some of the funds in Asia as well, so I do a lot of investments, and yeah, so I think that's it. We are short on time, so I'll try to short here.
So we have a bit of time left. If anybody wants to ask Plan, have any questions, please feel free to ask. If we do not have any questions, we'll move on to the next agenda. All right. Oh, yeah.
So thank you, Plan. A great presentation, and there's a lot going on in your world from your slides. Where did it start? So, because I have the idea that your application kind of expanded very quickly, but your journey must have started somewhere. Like, there was one particular pain point maybe that you did very well. Could you take me through that?
Yes, definitely. So the really original point of exchange that we started was patient referral between hospitals, because it's a natural cost reduction for capitated model of hospitals. So like the paying system, they want you to be going to doing less tests across hospital. So let's say if you move from primary care up to secondary care, the government or the payer or the insurance company, they don't want you to double pay. Let's say for a lab test, right? If you've already done lab test under 6 months, they don't want you to double pay. So they usually bake the system into the paying system, and that's how like we go with that single use case with the exchange of lab results and the referral processes, so they can lower the cost of their own hospital through the payer system.
And so, when you say this is private healthcare, then specifically for the double pay, or is it government system like?
Yeah.
I'm from the UK, where you have the NHS, so often it's paid by them.
I grew up in the UK as well, so like NHS would be one of the great examples, because NHS would be forcing the public hospital to basically say, okay, if I find out that you double pay, or you redo the test to try to get more, claims to the central government, then I might not be paying for that. So as a natural process, that hospital wants to be ingesting the data from the primary care, from the local GP. That's the first use case we did, and we developed the protocol back in 2019 fall. So the second cohort you see Berkeley blockchain.
Thank you so much, Plan, for awesome presentation and QA session.